Monroe, the comparisons between he and Duncan, fans like to make that comparison. Whether it's right or wrong, Greg says Tim Duncan is a guy he emulated growing up and a guy he respects to this day.
It's definitely someone I watched growing up. He's arguably the best power forward that ever played the game. Growing up I watched him a whole lot. Someone I definitely look up to. But at the same time, he's coming out ready to play a game, trying to get a win, and I have to do the same.
Pistons catch a break there. Brandon Knight right down to the rim, missed it. They have to play in the half. Shot clock inside 10. Now it's at 5 for Brandon Knight. Bounce in the paint, batted away from Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe in the scorebook for only his 3rd and 4th points, but he does pull the Pistons to within 8. Tim Duncan with a hook off glass. That's some vintage Tim Duncan's first, but the Pistons are in the penalty.
George, let's go back to Tim Duncan. Working, finally getting a...
As is Special K.
Thank you, George.
Rodney with a pair of free throws as Tim Duncan goes baseline. Greg Monroe trying to guard the big fundamental. Fouls him. That's 2 on Greg.
It had to touch near the basket.
Greg Monroe against Duncan from in front, and he is fouled.
And I think the Spurs understand that a healthy, rested, more energized Tim Duncan is going to be a benefit to them in the postseason than worrying about George.
Tim Duncan screens for Parker. Gets it back. That's his shot, and he sticks it.
It's a line drive shot, but he's made so many of them.
57 of 46, San Antonio. Pistons shot clock inside 10. Greg Monroe with a show-and-go drive. Bothered by Duncan, missed it. Greg against Tim Duncan. Trying to power it up and still can't. Duncan with a whistle for a push-off by Eric Lewis.
Here, look at Duncan. He's making that a very tough finish, forcing Greg maybe a little deeper on that way to see what's happening away. Even though he is being double-teamed, he is under control, very poised. Got to be one of the best pick-and-roll guards.
Jason Maxiell. Brandon Knight all the way to the rack. Somehow it came out. But we got a splitter foul. Look at Tim Duncan make that a very tough shot for Ben Gordon. Then it seemed to get him on the hand on the follow-through.
That's what brought it up short.